You're still gonna call me Hack Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Distracting Dotori was tough. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. Dotori doesn't recognize me. But his segments were originally made based on an analysis. I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out.
So Dotori doesn't recognize Wanderer because he deleted himself from Irminsul. Did he really miss his only chance for revenge?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you and killing everyone would be pretty stuck without you. It's best you...
How are you holding up? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could after...
You don't look injured. It seems that Dotori didn't do any...
All right. Rescue operation complete. There's a lot more work to be done before this is over.
Understood. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is as immature as him?
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. That alchemist remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nachtschitzenkreuz Institute. René de Petrichor and Jakob Ingold. Alain Guillotin despised René's theories and methods, but he never managed to come up with better alternatives either. So
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and René...
And? What would you say if Linny and his friends one day learned something useful?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that...
For all we know, Alain Guillotin might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life. Only the living...
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all...
What does it look like? Wait.
Excuse you.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh, yeah, right. You think...
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no...
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on stand.
You didn't have to mention...
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed.
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you!
You can finally breathe.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Look at them. You know...
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet Aino and Anefa would be...
Varka?
Oh, yeah, good point.
What?
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But the silver lining is, while I was being held captive, I learned a lot about...
The three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder.
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery. And I believe Miss Sandrone...
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly cake.
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the opposite. The question is, where does that path...
We considered that question as well. Strictly speaking, time is not infinite.
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Nicole! You sure lived quite...
I do, in fact. It's something I've always... You wonder what lies at the end of her... But where Miss Columbina will end up along this road.
What about the original moons and the moon god?
All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was the dragon... They were shadows of the planet. But then one day, they disappeared just...
No more paths back to reality have emerged since. But how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. There are even moments where they can just materialize out of thin air. I have to... Is that the ray here of Solnari?
You are the moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need.
I find that a little difficult.
The way you used my own power against me was... And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space, I got to see an old friend.
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. When I first got here, I was filled. How I cursed and devoured. I tore it, but to no avail. This is the second time I've entered this space. Though I have no memory of the first. I was torn to shreds the moment, but this time I survived. It must be part...
Are you the source of the abyssal power in...
Not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived here and tried to destroy. But there was already a degree of abyssal power here, before I entered. And like a venomous snake baking in the merciless sun.
Tried to?
Yes. Because after that,
What do you mean?
the voices in my head. And then... I saw her.
Her?
Thelindis. My...
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of Thelindis leaping into the moon's reflection.
More precisely, I saw her after-image. I'm sure the real her is long gone. Anyway, why have you come here?
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate...
No.
What?
You'd like to know how I... The one who resurrected me said so. I could hear a deep lust for power. Dottore. So that's what he's called. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. Also, I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss as I was, we were aligned as far as hunting.
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry. When I left the Fatui in my...
Moon Goddess?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask, especially from someone who tried to kill... But this is the only thing I desire now.
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message to Thelindis for me.
Thelindis?
Yes. She's dead. I can sense that some part of her soul...
Why don't you go and speak to her
I can't. I don't know why, but all I can see is a glimpse of her walking away. Just like in return, I will clear... No, not in return. I'll clear them for you. Whether you want... Yeah. What? tired of it all. Tired of the person I became. People used. I think I grew tired of it long ago.
What do you wish to...
All of it. My past.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged? Like the part where you relentlessly tried to...
Love demands honesty. But my relationship with... We hid too much from each other. But after living my whole... There. The Abyss.
Even though Mr. Dainsliff felt he had to fight you.
Dane?
He said that you betrayed him. But he also felt great remorse at never having a...
Why? Tell me.
Because... if he'd known...
I know this will sound strange coming from me, but... Don't die.
He kept his word. The Abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that the Lindis? She wasn't far off at all. And yet... Hello, Miss Delindis.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You can call me Columbina.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's... doing better than he was.
Better than he was, huh? Sounds like he's had a pretty rough time.
Others have had a rough time on his account too. In many cases, their time ran out because of him. And I'm not just talking about the children of the Crimson Moon.
So, things got worse before they got better.
Are you sure you wish to know?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth.
I admire your courage. However, time is short. Rerir had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed them. But in the end, he came to regret his mistake. Beyond that, he did not, but I'm sure that you've always been on his mind.
I'm sorry, Miss...
It's all right. Well, that's every...
Wait. Time flows backwards here. The road ahead...
I know. I intend to reach the end of that road.
Without a moon marrow, without the 3 moons' power, you won't make it far. Wait, unless... Are you one of the moon goddesses?
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train wreck, and it's not just me, it's this whole place, wherever it is, it seems like it's existed for... I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions, and yet Thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror in that moment. Perhaps I too I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum in Conria. Rerir was one of the Venster King's retainers. I wanted to help him escape his lot in life. I wanted him to be happy. At the time, I thought I could just go back to the day. It was only after meeting the princess that the Venster King started going too far with his research into the Abyss. I couldn't kill the Venster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Rayrir. That's why I wanted to go back. To kill the person who had brought new possibilities to our realm. I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but I was simply too weak. I know I'm never getting out of here, but you're different. You can make...
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists here? Based on my past research and my observations since coming here, I can share what I've learned. I think you just might... Also, I've been speculating about what... The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about... I have no way of verifying any of it by this point.
Understood.
I'm the one who should be... About Rayrir.
It wasn't your...
That's not true. But enough about that. And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Rayrir? You're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. I expect we'll be trapped in this prison of space-time for all eternity. But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
How long have I been walking? How much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Are you all right, little... Have you come from the distant future?
So, how exactly did the moons just disappear?
The world is a vast and ancient place. On a certain scale,
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the War of Funerary Flame. The moons themselves were also destroyed at that time.
Am I missing something then? 'Cause the story... Huh, you're right.
Why do their birthplaces differ? What's the
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected 4 moons. In other words...
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon marrows were detected. In other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough for us to...
Yep. We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead or alive. But at least she's trying her... Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And a sore loser, too. As much as it pains me to say it, we've got no chance of beating Dottore in a straight-up fight. That maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. We need to find... I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is with a real moon goddess on our side. And I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked, but...
We're not giving up on saving her, whether she can defeat Dottore or not.
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone.
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our friend because...
So... she's more than just...
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that Anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I've been working on it constantly. I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but the problem... Computing power? You mean, you need more... No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power. There's...
That's a tricky
René de Petrichor of the Nazi-Kreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. But I don't... However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. What's worse, they're in... Ugh, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this...
Oh, what do we do then?
You don't get it, do you? I'm trying to calculate the fate of... And I need accurate results, not vague prophecies. Where the heck am I? Anyway, time to shelve the discussion on technical difficulties. Being a killjoy isn't very ladylike, after all.
Either way, we've done what we can. Rest well, everyone. Remember to let us know if anything new comes up.
Hat guy? Is he hinting that...
Let's go somewhere. You know that Dory went back to Sumeru.
Yeah, she meant...
Things aren't looking good for Notcry. She's gone to spread the word so that From what I know of Dottore, there are two possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he'll easily devour everything eventually. The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. Even though my records were erased from Irminsul, Dottore's ideas he once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour the moon. Clearly, he began studying. He's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine. In the desert of Sumeru, there is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar. But creating games and setting rules, gods do that as a matter of course. That's the kind. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any point in other nations rushing to the front line. They're better off focusing on defense and hoping they... Either way, Dory will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she will contact the other... The Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest of the... So on the bright side...
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up.
There's a word for people who are...
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably naive too. But battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a long-term commitment. Give up for even a moment, and your result...
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? No one is... I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail?
Don't take this the wrong way, but... Dottore said something similar to me. I guess the...
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me. I just want to know how determined you really are.
You look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate...
That's true. Dottore is about to become an omniscient, omnipotent deity. That's got... Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously, I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who misunderstood not only the point of revenge, and as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it by acting alone. If the world's... Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though. So, I am going to destroy Dottore, no matter what it takes.
So, what's your...
I'll get to that. First...
Just like Paimon said.
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question. Think carefully before...
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values, and she's helped us a lot. I see no reason not to trust her.
If you... In that case, the three of us need to talk. I have some... It can be solved, but it will come with a cost.
How much? If I...
Sometimes your heroism really... Come on, let's go talk to her.
Miss Androne, Traveler.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too! She was just helping them sort through... That was fast. The call only...
Well, you said it was urgent, so we got here as quick...
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions.
I see. Looks like... If I might ask, what is the end goal for...
I needed to predict the future of the entire world. But I've run into some teething...
I see. I'll have a look at it. Still...
About that, it's been sorted.
Oh, with the Traveler's help?
Actually, you're not wrong. He found the person with the solution.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was him.
Wow! Go Hat Guy!
But where is he? Wasn't he the one who asked Albedo?
Come with me.
Hat guy?
Hat guy! No
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. It seems that his function... I presume this has something to do with the...
That's right. He and the Traveler came to see me. Wait, what? You?
Would you calm down? Why do you all...
Excuse me? How would you know? You shouldn't be so...
Oh, please.
Where does a mere student get that?
I've actually published more papers than you. Not that status counts for much. Even Paimon's applied for academia admission.
Huh? Are you serious?
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself.
Okay, fine. I'll hear you out. So,
this world itself is constantly processed.
Easier said than done. Only Irminsul can handle that. Wait, is that what you're suggesting? But surely we can't just, plug my...
You should be able to tell that I'm not human, right?
Yeah, I noticed. The technology, though, seems pretty ancient.
Conrian, to be precise. I'm what they would have called a puppet. Puppets need an energy source and processing power. The artisans who built them sought out...
You? Do you mean...
The Traveler and I have talked it over. He's willing to vouch for you. So... it was built using wood from a silver-white tree.
Conrian technology and Irminsul wood. Are you sure about this? A puppet without its core will cease functioning completely. And if it's left in that state for too long, it might not recover.
I can put two and two together.
I won't lie to you. This has never been done before.
Doesn't matter.
Did you two actually talk this through?
Yes, we discussed it. The bottom line is, he trusts me, and I trust you. Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. But for whatever, I'm very close to finishing my calculations now, and the core is currently in use. So I'm sorry. This is what the core looks like.
A silver-white branch. It's certain...
Is Hat Guy gonna be okay?
He's not gonna die, right?
In theory, he should be fine. Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best to avoid risk.
I think I know why you called us here now.
Correct. He said that the only...
He will have our undivided...
Aw, Hat Guy.
On a more positive note...
The worst-case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. A core is completely different, but in the end, it turns out the core was more... Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If not, I have already experienced both a past life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only...
Sandrone will succeed, won't she?
She will. We all have to persevere until this...
That's right.
Who are you? Call me Sonnet. You have the same power as Canon. Sonnet. So, you're the goddess of the iridescent moon? Oh, goodness! You recognize me? Columbina. Columbina Hyposelenia. Hyposelenia? Oh, it was... friends. You... Huh? Oh, sorry. You must be exhausted. I have helped. Do you mean the other two moon goddesses? Wow, you sure know a lot. Hey. Oh, I guess it's all right. You could say we were too prepared. When did you get here? How long has it been? I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever. I see. Are you feeling all right? You look a little unwell. I can hold out a while longer. We don't have far to go. The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you. Sisters! I'm back! And look who I've brought with me! It's our lovely little sister, born in the far... The pleasure is all mine. Allow me to introduce you to Columbina Hypos... This is Arya, the goddess... And this is Canon, goddess of the Frost Moon. Canon...
Hello, Columbina.
It's fine.
You seem shy. Don't worry, Columbina.
Could you tell me where you... Please.
My dear sister, this is where Tevat's original ruler, the Dragon King Nibelung, imprisoned the moon goddesses.
What? You're scaring her. No, I'm fine. Please.
Nibelung, our original master, created us in the distant past.
But he left this world and traveled into the dark universe.
Day and night, we fulfilled our duty in the heavens. Until
the great ruler of the firmament.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later generations call them? I see. We coexisted in peace.
Slowly, however, we came to realize that our guest had a
And you didn't stop it?
No. There was an order to the rules they set up that Nibelung never taught us. We wanted to know if this order would bode... All right. Canon and I wanted to know. Sonnet was against it from the outset.
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life forms. They would even cast down celestial nails as manifestations of their power, to punish the civilizations of the world below.
Only this was...
Right. Their rules brought... I did everything in my power.
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Scions were some of the ones you had.
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures...
And so began the War of Funeral.
So, that's the name.
Well, who won in the end? As far as I know, the Heavenly Principles won. Although it... And the world's original master. And what of the moons?
You can tell us the truth, Columbina. We know we are but remnants of a bygone age.
Only the Frost Moon remains. But the eternal and iridescent moons were both shattered during the war. So death finally came for...
Sonnet.
But...
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, Columbina.
She's right. That's why I began to disappear. Because the Frost Moon is...
Our souls may endure within this lunar palace, but...
Then we shall disappear. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us, dear. If anything, we owe the world an apology. If only we'd decided to act sooner, rather than arguing amongst ourselves.
All the more reason not to spend this time in regret and repentance. Instead, we should focus our efforts on how we might help our future sisters.
Sorry?
Don't you see, Columbina, your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
It's done. Initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolation. And identify nodes of secondary process. Scan for moons. Still 4. The number of moon marrows. Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding? Variables. I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the moon... Wait! I've got it! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. No one ever said that a moon marrow equals a living... Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter. Moon marrow. I don't care if... Why? It says 3 moons still exist in Teyvat, even after excluding the moon marrows. But redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. No, scrap that. Why? What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So, you think that the moon's reflection might be where Nibelung imprisoned the 3 moons?
Yes, it would explain a lot, such as why that space would respond to a moon goddess's power. It would also explain why Miss Columbina has been unable to leave, and why time
In the messages she sent, Columbina promised us she'd find a way.
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world indicates that returning from that place is no...
So you're saying, if she could return by her...
Yes. She certainly wouldn't leave it to this late. I've been giving this some thought, and I've come to believe that Luanatar might be an anchor that she left behind. As this could also explain why Luanatar is always by the...
Sounds like a plausible theory. If that's the case, the question is...
Hello? Listen up! This is Not only is Columbina alive, but she may well exist in a form I'm still unclear on the details, but she's done something truly inconceivable in the...
Truly amazing.
I'm sure we all feel the same. And I'm sure Columbina's...
I'll keep my calculations going and try to find some way of coordinating with...
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar...
It's...
Our authority is linked to the most fundamental rules of Teyvat. I suppose it's no wonder that...
I didn't realize that when you said friends, you meant people who live down in Teyvat. Have you ever tried? Of course. Between us, we've tried everything. But no
It's like the center of a whirlpool. Everything ultimate.
In that case, have you tried using any of those Sorry? They're passages through which you can make small-scale changes to... Or am I the only one who can use those passages? Because...
Kuvaki. What is that?
You don't know? It's...
Oh. Well, it's true that the moon's first, but there is no difference in the elemental energy between there and...
What? Could you show us some of this... Kuvaki? Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nodcry. In the air, in the land.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist.
Let alone influence living creatures. So, how exactly does it affect them anyway? This is so strange.
Columbina, you're looking for more than just a way out.
Yes. If I am to help my friend, you mean...
This sounds extremely. The three moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating them into one goddess.
I know.
Even so, let's say we successfully transfer our... Nibelung constructed this realm specifically to prevent us from using our powers to no moon goddess can leave this...
What if I don't leave alive?
Where do we even start? How are we supposed to figure out what we're meant to do to help Columbina?
Columbina? What do you need from us?
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, how do you think she'd... You don't think she'd write it down on a...
Seems unlikely. Columbina may not talk a lot, but she thinks...
Let's review what we know. This is the Columbina who fought alongside us against... She knows our personalities. So, if she wanted to... Oh. Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also... What if Columbina left Luanatar here, not just as an... If she is part of Columbina, and Columbina knows that I can...
Oh, yeah! Like when you...
Nefer, wait! If you're right about this, and you can really see past events...
Oh, I know. Looking at Rerir's past in Conria was already enough of a It'll surely blind me. But it's our only chance. This is the...
Boss.
We spoke about this once, a long time ago. Do you
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us. I need to know you'll honor our agreement, Yehuda.
Yes.
Are you sure you What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rerir. Frank.
Then at least let me take... And if you really do lose your sight...
Oh, please, anything but that. I was actually ready...
As if I could ever scare you.
All right, enough chit-chat.
All done.
Good. Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Trilunar Authority, Kuvaki, I think I might know how to get back. But I will need time to go talk it over.
I hope it's not too dangerous. Come on, let's go.
It seems you have reached a decision. I'm all ear.
Have you figured it out, Columbina? Tell us. How...
I intend to die here.
What? What are you saying? And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the message you left?
No, that won't
come again.
They will find my message.
I'm not following.
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean your divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. Once, in this very moment. She can rest when the time comes. I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here back to the future reality.
Just as gravity connects.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, the moon has been cast beyond in a similar way. I can feel a connection to the soul fragment I left behind.
But how do you just leave your soul here?
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact.
So, perhaps this space is specifically designed to imprison divinity and authority.
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant when you—
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight, and that power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do this on my strength alone. I would need your help to do this.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a bygone. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked a long and lonesome road since. Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Can you imagine how it's been for me? Now, I finally get to be the big sis.
Son.
Canon?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request.
Oh, no, please. I was just thinking. You cannot imagine how happy I am to hear of for the three of us, whose purpose in life was to maintain the peace in Teyvat. It is a great if your plan can save them, and save, not cry. Besides, the three of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Canon.
Still, I do have one question I would like to ask you before.
Certainly.
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But
There was a time when I wished to hide my feelings. Seal my heart.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. But at the same time, promise me this, Columbina. When you return to the future, I'm sure that you know this already, but that is your... Give me your hand, Columbina. Aria, sonnet.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the songs sung for eternity.
We once were the tides in the great river of time.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must...
is...
Yes. We have transferred the... From this moment on, she is the Tri-Lune Goddess. The one and only moon goddess of this world.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe is right.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the three moons beyond these prison walls. The conflict that arose...
I understand.
Sisters, oh, my body. It feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison is dissolving them as we speak.
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god, just as it does for every human. That's all this...
We have one final request, Columbina. Could you use the Three Moons' power, now that we have lost our powers? It's just... We would like to spend...
Of course. Sonnet, don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be afraid. Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister.
No, I'm okay. I'm not afraid.
It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my body, too. May it become the moonlight that keeps... So this is why Notcry was not always home to Kuv. It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land. And only this land. Kuvaki responds to me because... it is me, and the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul. O power Tri-Lune, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home. Were we even allowed? Can you still see?
I see 2 fingers.
Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Your eyes have glimpsed the very ends of the world, and yet, or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss Lauma?
Surely you jest, Mr. Flins. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. She must have realized there is always a great price to pay for witnessing the truth. But it seems
she chose the perfect method of getting a message to us. Though her eyes were always shut, she was clearly so... Despite being separated by time and space, we're seeing the...
We still don't even know if she's okay right now. But as long as there's a chance, we can do something.
We'll get you back somehow, Columbina.
Well, based on the information we now have, let's figure out our next moves.
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation with Dottore. The civilian population has been moved to safety, so we no longer need to hope.
Miss Androne, how are the
So far, so good. I'll keep seeing how far I can push the system, though.
There's still a long road ahead.
Our plan is clear. Time is short, so let's get moving.
There's just never enough time, is there? Time is the bane of my existence.
All right, we'll do our part too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can dilute the light realm's power. But I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the advanced elemental theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't get a little flustered when they're completely...
You were the very picture of confidence back when you approached...
Eh, I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a ball of nerves and a charm?
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. Things have never looked bleaker than they do now. If we don't pull this off, Tevet's doomed, isn't it?
Oh, you think so? Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Tevet has faced annihilation many times.
Hey, don't give me that. It's not like I'm anyone's
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have...
In that case, this humble human being has a...
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely...
Well, that has less to do with...
Of course, of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental defenses we're about to build... Durin's findings from his patrols make it clear that Dottore is constantly expanding his territory. First it was his lab, then the design. It's not realistic to completely stop him encroaching on the rest of Nagcry. If Miss Androne's calculations are correct, well, anyway, her calculations suggest that our best hope for victory lies. It's up to us to slow Dottore's advance and buy time for her to make a return.
Are you asking me to help you with...
No. I'd like you to prepare. When he eventually reaches us, we will have to fight him. You were an angel once and a mage now.
Oh. Can I take it that you're triggering the terms you fought for
Well, technically those terms were about protecting Mondstadt. But if you're happy...
You're cashing in on this much sooner than I'd imagined.
Well, yeah. The way things are going, I might not get another chance.
Very well. The mages have heard the knight's plea, and we will respond. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you all.
This is... wow, yeah.
It's been many long years since I had a chance to dazzle humanity. Anyway, Knight of Boreas, please accept this. Go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your...